So I just want to make a quick video. I've been reading this book. It's called Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. It's a true account written by a woman who was once a slave during slavery times in the 1800s, 1700s. So she talks about what it was like to be the cook on the plantation. And she said many times the cooks would tremble in fear as they prepared the meal for the slave master and his family. As they delivered the meal to the family of the plantation owner, they would tremble in fear because if the slave master or his wife or his children didn't like the meal, or if the meal was 5 minutes later than they wanted it to be done, if the slave owner didn't feel the potatoes were good enough, or didn't feel the chicken was good enough, or the corn, whatever they were eating wasn't good enough, then what they would do to them is they would sit down, they would make the cook eat the entire meal. They would make the cook sit down in front of them, and they would bring the entire meal in front of, they would bring all the pots of food, whatever it is, and force the cook to eat the entire meal right there as they were sitting there watching them, to the point where they would like throw up or choke. They'd have to cram it down their throat. Another thing they said would happen is if the slave master didn't like the meal, he would order the slave be whipped severely, to the point where they were, blood was running down their back and soaking their pants and that kind of stuff. She also said she saw an instance where the cook was a woman, and she said that the woman had a small baby, an infant, and she was nursing the baby at the time. And they punished her by locking her away from her baby for a few days, even though the baby needed to be nursed. So not only did they punish the lady, they punished the baby also. So those were some of the things that would happen if you were the cook on a slave plantation, and you were, and the slave owner wasn't happy with the meal that you deliver him. Those are some of the things that would happen on a slave plantation. So once again, this is from a book called Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. And just if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and message me here. Thanks for listening. Peace.